Harumasa is Charizard in Zenless Zone 0. Morty, we gotta talk about Harumasa. And then he turned himself into a Bangbu. Funniest shit I've ever seen.
What do you mean it wasn't funny?
Hey, yo, Harumasa finally has a kid. You know what that means? It's time. Day one time, baby! Just in time to get completely sidetracked by Mahuika, Silali, and Pyro main character. Let's do this, baby. Will the editor get this video out before the Mahuika kit drops? Let's find out. How does Harumasa work? He places counters on enemies for doing things like chain attack, EX special, and his charge shot. So these counters get applied in sets of 2, so 2 for a charge shot, 4 for an EX, 6 for a chain. He consumes the counters to use a special dash attack. So his special dash attack is really simple. He locks in, he locks onto the enemy, he pulls out his blades and goes whew, 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 whew. So when he does his special dash attack, he gets increased crit damage for that attack, and each hit increases the crit damage of the following hits by 16%. So he gets 24 crit rate, 16 up to 6 times crit damage. Each dash attack hits 3 times and is a multi-hit. So each dash attack also consumes 2 of his counters. So I don't know why he applies his counters in 2s. Has anyone actually pointed this out yet? His counters being applied in 2s is really weird because he always consumes them in sets of 2. It could just be 1, 2, 3. Why complicate it? But yeah, essentially this counter and like dash attack system is really similar to Jian and her enhanced shot shells is I think the name of Jian's mechanic. So yeah, basically. And forward N5 apply 1 and well, yeah, it's basically the same as Jian. So pretty straightforward. If you're familiar with Jian, you're pretty familiar with Harumasa. He also does additional damage when the enemy is stunned or under an anomaly. We can kind of ignore that, take it for granted. It's always going to be active. Let's also talk about teams. Hey, how you doing today? You know about Jian? Come here. I'm gonna tell you about Jian. So you can play Chingy Nicole, Chingy Arena, and if you're feeling really spicy, you could play a wheelchair team with Caesar Bernice. That one's probably just not as good. So yeah, Harumasa's teams are pretty straightforward. His mechanics are pretty straightforward. He's not exactly a new character. He is like the prototypical attack character in Zenless Zone 0. He is an electric DPS. He in the same way that Anton is, so he's actually really similar to Anton. He's basically really similar to Anton. It's cool. It's chill. His damage is good. People are really hyperbolizing his damage as being bad. It's really similar to Ellen. Is it the most impressive thing in the world? Nah, it's really not terrible. Like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna try to do more Zenless content. More Genshin content is coming. Did you know most of you watching are not currently subscribed? You should subscribe. The way you're gonna play him is pretty simple. You're gonna build up to max marks. You're gonna cash out 3 or 4 charge attacks. You're gonna swap off, use something like Nicole's EX or Rena's EX or Rena or Nicole ult as of 1.4. And then you're gonna bring Harumasa back in. He's gonna ult, and then he's gonna EX, and then he's gonna do more dash attacks. But yeah, honestly, it's pretty straightforward. Is he just male GN? Yeah, he's basically male GN. Let's talk about gearing him. Thunder Metal, Hormone Punk. Those are the options. The new sets aren't for him. Woodpecker isn't for him. Pretty simple. It's Hormone Punk or Thunder Metal. He actually is gonna be releasing with a free-to-play A-rank event engine. I know what you're thinking. It's an event engine. How good could it be? What if I told you this event engine is almost as good as his S-rank engine? It is so not even 4%. It is 3.8% behind his S-rank engine. It is a really good engine. You can also expect Brimstone to be similarly competitive. Harumasa has great free-to-play engine options. The best of any character, period, currently. And that alone is worth applauding. The stats on the A-rank engine are 20% crit rate and 9.6 attack percent times 2. The conditionals are after doing chain attack, EX special, And then the effect doubles if the enemy is under an anomaly. Enemies will be under anomalies because he's going to be a character who attacks during stun. So yeah, it's a really good free engine. Being 3.8% behind his S rank engine, absolutely fantastic. I don't have that much to say. Harumasa is not a new character. His damage is not new, but if he is free, he's very good. He's very good for what he is. He'll be a great help for players starting in 1.4. He may not be like long-term God, but you know what? Not everything has to be. Things can slow down a little bit. I think I'm glad that things are seeming like they're slowing down. Maybe also seems not incredible. I like this. I like this a lot. To be honest, I think it's about time to... I think it's the right time to slow down for a patch. Did you know Typhlosion has the exact same base stats as Charizard? Anyway, where were we? I hope he's not terrible. He's not terrible, though. Could you try to more directly compare him to the standard banner characters instead of Alan? You absolutely could, which might be more problematic, but I would lean towards saying Harumasa is better. Overall, pretty happy with Harumasa, especially given how good the event engine is. He's cool. He doesn't have future potential, but that's not the end of the world. Too much better than Anton? Yes, he is much better than Anton. He'll carry people out if they just start in 1.4. I think it works. I'm Streamer Boo! Morty, I'm Streamer Boo!